You asked, how do I feel about Allendale? Allendale has been neglected. Allendale has been given a black eye. Allendale has been treated like an unwanted stepchild. Now that's the appearance, but really, it's a golden egg.
How you doing, Miss Camara?
Well, good afternoon, Mr. Brian. I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. My name is Njeri Camara. I was previously known as Marcelette Walker. I was born in the area of Shreveport, known as Crosstown. It's a little known area now because in the early 60s, I 20 came through the area, which made my family move from that location over to the Allendale community. And I've been here my entire life. I may have moved out for a short period of time during a marriage, but we weren't too far from the area, living in North Shreveport in the Turkey Park area. But I chose to buy my home in Allendale, and I've been here, as I stated, since 1960. I'm a graduate of all of the schools in the area. I attended Pure Avenue Elementary, known as George P. Hendricks. I attended Central Elementary, where I did graduate sixth grade, and I graduated from J.S. Clark Middle School. And of course, I'm a 1977 graduate of Booker T. Washington High School. I've been educated in the community at all of the institutions of higher learning, Southern University Shreveport, LSU Shreveport. I have a degree from Louisiana Tech, and I also attended Jackson State in Jackson, Mississippi. But I currently, I came after a couple of marriages. I wound up being a single mother, mother of men, children. And in that regard, I encountered a bunch of system structures that were oppressive to my boys who are now African American men. And so I found myself becoming a advocate for the black male. Well, my fond memories of Allendale was, in fact, that it was a community and that all of the parents knew the children knew all of the parents in the neighborhood. It was more like a family where adults could chastise children and children would be respectable and fall in line when they were called on the carpet. What I remember the most fondest memories were the economic opportunities in our area. It was a self sufficient neighborhood. I mean, there were so many businesses in the area and they were all owned by African Americans, except for more of the corner stores, the convenience stores, those were more owned by Italians. But all of the other businesses, whether it was a cleaners, a shoe shop, I mean, a eatery, there's whatever we needed, it was in our community. We didn't have to leave Allendale for anything except to go and have additional fun. But I do have very fond memories of Allendale. And the most thing that I could say as far as sticking out was how the city of Shreveport's uh, parks and recreation was a very vital uh, component as to keeping children organized and keeping children engaged in organized, structured team building activities, such as does not exist today. So those are the fun memories. I always was able to be engaged in sports activity that included all of the kids around the community. I mean, there was like no isolation such as what we have today. in the present, uh, what I feel in the present, I'm actually hurting in my heart, but that hurt is actually, it manifests in a passion for those who are accountable to be held accountable. And I'm saying in terms of those individuals who hold or who have been elected in a specific office, whether it was the city council, whether it's the parish commission, whether it's the state representative, those individuals, whomever they are, whomever they have been in the past, that had responsibility for ensuring that the quality of life for the residents of the area was looked out for, meaning that those persons were committed to ensuring that resources were dedicated, allocated, and connected to those persons in the community. Now, Allendale, how I feel about it right now, if I could just be honest. I read an article the other day from a so-called or self-proclaimed community activist who was previously the city council person for this area. And this individual was speaking in the article, where the article was written by another individual, but this person made commentary toward it, was just saying about this interstate is needed to come through because, well, he's saying it because it will do. But my thing is, you were the elected council person for 6 years. You did not do your part to represent the people. As president of the Allendale Lakeside Led Better Heights Partnership, I've come to the representative asking for a meeting, for them to pull a meeting together with our organization and the membership, with the city representative, community development, who are responsible for providing economic opportunities, economic development, job opportunities, business opportunities in low and depressed economic areas. It's just unfortunate, Mr. Bryant. My current feeling, my current experience, based on what has occurred, is those individuals, elected persons, bureaucrats, uh, they've been had their own agenda, an agenda for someone else other than the residents, property owners, stakeholders, and people who are concerned about Allendale. Now, there may be a few people who are at the table and they gain, I'm going to say, like, they gain small benefit for themselves only, but the community as a whole does not and has not seen any type great benefit, shall I say. They do the little crumbs thing, giving out boxes of grocery, water, but the big bulk of the money that comes seems to go into like organized faith institution. And let me say this to you, I am an ordained elder in the gospel ministry of Jesus Christ and a pastor of Restoring Broken Lives Outreach. But you asked, how do I feel about Allendale? Allendale has been neglected. Allendale has been given a black eye. Allendale has been treated like an unwanted stepchild. Now that's the appearance, but really, it's a golden egg. People really want Allendale. It's in a very prime geographical location. So the talk about the residents that don't care, the residents that are too poor, there are those in that population, but there are residents such as myself. I have means, and my means are given to help fight what's going on, to help change the culture. And again, you ask how I feel. I feel bad because our elected officials, I mean, they may care, because I don't know really how they feel, but their actions are contrary to them demonstrating that they care. Well, let me say this. Things will always get worse before they get better. But Miss Dorothy Wiley, Miss Elamine, and some other ladies, I heard you indicating earlier about uh, all of these civil rights activists and leaders that we've heard about. And you mostly hear the names of famous men who did a lot of stuff. And then the names of the women who were there undergirding them and being there, Aaron and her, their names never get mentioned. And so what I feel about the future in terms of where we are, we've got a major fight on our hand because we have, number one, elected officials that have their own agenda. We've got to educate them. They need to know how we as residents actually feel. They need to know how we have actually been impacted by their non-action or inaction or non-action. And I see a rainbow because I know that I'm in the fight. Miss Dorothy is in the fight. Miss Jamila is in the fight. So I believe that as long as we are allowing our voices to be heard and be heard by the right people, those persons who are in position to make change, who are positioned to press a button to make an appropriate vote. The hope is we've got to keep them, number one, in the hot seat, but also let them know that there is humanity that is being impacted by their selfish decisions. And that's what I'm saying, because the decisions are being made to me for people outside of Allendale to benefit them. It's not to benefit the residents of Allendale, because nothing has been done on a broad scale to help us. There was some work done to help us, but then it was masked. It was masked. And as I said, the work was done to hold the people back, while all of the resources that came in were distributed into different and various places where these people got their own pet projects, private agendas, and so forth. But the people, the residents, the stakeholders, the homeowners, the property owners, the people that don't have no money, people that see folks don't care, we get nothing. So anyway, I'm in for the fight. I'm here to be a voice for the voiceless. I'm here to think out hook, line, and sinker, because I'm sold out for righteousness to be seen. If there's something that I could do, some words that I could speak, any action that I could take to help awaken people and then educate them on where we are, get them on board to help make change occur. That's where I am, and that's what I see as the future. I don't see an easy road ahead.
Well, I am so happy to have you on. I'm so happy that you have joined us today. Thank you. And we will talk again.
Okay.